Oh, goodness.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lunch with Linda. I'm Linda Daniels, and you are now inside Northampton Wolves, and we are so very happy to have you. Kate is here, and she's going to be watching the comments because today we're set up in a slightly different place so that I can show you some of the stuff I'm talking about, and it's too far away for me to see the comments. I can see little white lines showing up on the bottom, but I have no clue what they say, and I don't need you to be looking at me, squinting at you like that. So we're gonna run it like this today. It's July, oh my gosh, I don't even know what the date is.
It's the 25th.
It's July 25th. Holy cow. We have made it to the last week of July. And if you have lived through this heat, and even if you're not in this part of the country, it seems like there's heat like this all over the place. Hopefully today, when the thunder showers come through, we get back down to 88 degrees, which will feel like winter in comparison to how we have been sweltering. It is hot. You know it's hot when, and humid, when even straight hair like mine feels frizzy. Honest to God, I'm like, what? And even glue isn't helping hold any kind of curl in this thing, so I didn't even bother. Just a little dry with the blower and glue it, and that was it. But we have, hopefully you have been cool and made it through the worst of this, and we can look forward to a little bit of relief. But I think it's great knitting time because you're not necessarily outside in this horrible humidity, but even sitting inside, it can be a little bit hard to have wool on your lap. So I appreciate all of you that are knitting and all of you that did visit us last week. We are entering week 3 of our clearance sale, and I want to talk about that in a minute, but also tell you that the last week in July in Northampton is always a big deal as well, because on Thursday we will start sidewalk sales. So we're going to talk about sidewalk sales as well. If you have not had a chance to participate in sidewalk sales in Northampton before, it is a really fun time. Many of the stores put merchandise out on the streets at pretty reduced prices. There's a lot of activity in town. I don't think that there's free parking. You do still have to pay for parking, but there are street vendors and entertainment going on, and we try to make it a really fun weekend for everybody. So I hope that you will be able to visit us because we're going to have some really big deals, but I'll talk about that in a second. So week 3 of the clearance sale is the next big markdown, and I wanted to show you what that means. A lot of the yarns that we put on sale started at 25% off, and today's the day that they get stripped down even further, and I wanted to show you what that means. So we have also put some new items on sale with the yellow price tag, so watch for those. But things like this is the Freya Plush. One skein of this stuff is a super bulky, so you can easily knit it on a size 13 or 15 needle. This was $48 for the skein, and it is now going to be, instead of that 36, it's going to be 50%, which means I got my red pen or magic marker, $24, half price. I say magic marker because my granddaughter hates it. Now they're called Sharpies, and every time she hears me say magic marker, she's like, Nana, there's nothing magic about that. Well, she hasn't watched my markdown video, because this magic marker, which is what we used to call them when we were young, works really, really well. So the Freya Plush, down to $24. The other Freya yarn that we have is the Shawl in a Ball, and we have quite a bit of that, and some colors we even have 2 skeins of. Now Tina, this company is up in North Adams, which is where she has her warehouse, and when she does matching colors, she winds one with the dark color from the inside, and then the other one, the other skein, she winds in the opposite direction. So you can, those weren't the same colors. But anyway, we have multiples of that, of each color. One skein is 430 yards. It is a fingering weight. So one skein is enough to do a shawl or a pair of socks. So this was $38, and now at 50% off, that means it's going to be down to $19. So there are those two big samples. What I also wanted to show you was, yeah, we're getting people that want to interrupt my live, but we're closed. I'm with you guys right now. Is a lot of the yarns up here that were on sale. So the Quaker Hill is a yarn from Plymouth. This is a 50% Highland wool and 50% alpaca. This is a really nice yarn. It has a wonderful feel, and it's a huge amount of yarn. There's 298 yards in the skein, and it is meant to be worked on a size 5 needle at 5.5 stitches to an inch. So slightly lighter than DK, a really nice soft DK will gauge will give you a really beautiful fabric. And with that amount of yardage, one is going to be enough to do a scarf if you're thinking about Christmas gifts. So the Quaker Hill was $15 a skein. That means that it is going to be $7.50. Now, holy cow, just doing that, I'm like $7.50
Yeah.
for 298 yards, and we've got these two sets of colors in there. Really beautiful yarn. The Wimbrel, this is 100% cotton from Quince & Company, and I'm really excited to be able to offer you guys this yarn. It is a worsted weight cotton, so it's going to be great for little t-shirts that you'll wear into the fall, and it's a relatively quick knit. You can do it on a size 8 or 9 needle. It would also be a great one to use for the bralettes if you're interested in doing a bralette, because it is really, really soft. And the Wimbrel has 100, we covered it up. I'm sorry guys, I don't know right off the, here it is, I got it, Kate. It's 180 yards per skein. So that is a really decent worsted weight skein at 180 yards. So the Wimbrel was $18. Half price means that it's now $9 a skein. Even if you wanted to make washcloths out of it, you could probably get 2 out of 1 skein for $9. That's a deal as well. And then one more over here, 2 more over here. The cashmere comes in these really bright colors. Can you see that? Maybe Kate, yeah, it'll be all right. You can see it. So this yarn is from Earth Yarns, and it is I just want to make sure that it's 100%, it's 100% cashmere. It is a fingering weight. It was $40 a skein, and each skein has 220 yards. So you probably need 2 to do a really luscious scarf. One might do a simple cowl. One would certainly be enough to do a really nice pair of fingerless mitts or a hat. So this was $40 a skein. It's going to half price, people. It's going to be $20. I'm going to do that right now. $20. And we have bright, fun colors. This is what they call their monochrome dye. Whoops. Which means runaway yarn, which means that there is a tonal quality to it. So it goes from light to dark within the skein. So it's not a flat, all one color piece. You do have a little bit of interest in that. And then another one that I wanted to show you is this confetti. This is also 100% organic cotton. This is from Araucania, and this one is 306 yards per skein, and it has a very spattered dye process to it.
Almost like tie-dye.
It does almost look like tie-dye. So this is a lightweight. It would be great for a baby blanket. Amanda used it along with a couple of other yarns to do a baby blanket recently, and it really gave some nice color and density to the piece. But a fingering weight, 1 or 2 for a baby sweater, probably 4 for a baby blanket would really be fun to knit with and to give as a gift if you've got a baby shower coming up. We have a lot of it left, so you've got plenty of colors to choose from, both here and here. This blue one would make it great for a baby boy,
yeah.
because there's a lot of blue and purple in there and no pink. So even though we try to be non-binary, that's a good word, we don't always want to label boy or girl. A lot of times people still have trouble putting pink on a boy. So this one doesn't have any pink in it.
But purple on a boy, that's
But
good.
that was $25. So that's going down to 50%. So that's now going to be $12.50 a skein. And like I said, 1 or 2 skeins is going to be plenty to do something with. Those are some of the 50% off. Wait, Kate, I did want that
Okay.
one because I wanted to show you some of the additional yarns that we put on sale as well. We did once we sold out of some things, I was able to pull some more off. So this is the Electrolyte. This is a little sparkly yarn. Bonnie has knit with this and made a shawl out of, I think, 2 skeins it took, but it's a really nice. We've got the red and the black and the purple left. This was $19, so now it's going to be $9.50. It's like talking and doing math in my head and writing upside down and backwards.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, I'm so
did it.
talented. We did it. $9.50 a skein, and you can throw together a really great holiday shawl in either the red or the black. And then the other additional sale yarn is the Blue Heron. We have carried Blue Heron yarns for quite a while. We're down to the last few of the rayon metallic. This we did, 1 skein is enough to do a shawl out of this yarn. It is 100% rayon with that little bit of glitzy metallic in there. The drape when you knit this is exquisite. The shawl we've always had in, and it really, really sold well. But we've got a few left, and we're probably not going to get any more of this yarn. Look at this color. This is fantastic. So this yarn was $48. Guess what, people? It's going right down to 50%. So it's going to be $24. $24 a skein. 1 skein makes a good sized shawl. That's all we have left. So don't wait too long if you think you might be interested in it, because it's gonna go. We also did the Gusto and Natka sock yarn. Move this back a little bit and tilt this up. There we go. We have a big basket of this yarn because I was enthusiastic about it and ordered quite a bit of it. I think I might even have gotten a double order of the colors at
Yeah,
one
we
time.
got excited.
But it is a really nice yarn.
I love it. I'm using one of them in my temperance shawl.
Yeah, this is a sock weight yarn. It's 440 yards. It is a 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon. So it does a great sock in just 1 skein. We used it, if you remember a while back, we did these cowls, this one, and then this one, were the same needle, the same yarn, but 2 different knitters. We talked about gauge when we did this. So that's the difference that gauge can make. Same number of stitches, like I said, same yarn and same needle. This is just a simple stocking net stitch cowl in 1 skein. Just like that. Hey, I forgot to tell you that the top that I have on, this A lot of you have done this. You did it out of the Wink, but we are down to pretty much just the white left. But you can make the same pattern out of that Wimbrel cotton that I showed you as well. It's the same weight. So anyway, back to this. I don't have notes in front of me, so I feel like I'm gonna jump all around. But I'm gonna get it all covered. So again, one skein, nice lightweight cowl or socks or whatever else you want to use sock weight yarn for. But we've got a lot of it. So this was $22, and now it's down to $11. So load up. Oh, thanks, Kate. So that's what's happening, and there'll be a few other yarns that we end up marking down to 50% like that as we continue our clearance sale. The other item that we pulled out of inventory to mark down are these shawl kits. We had, and I'm not going to make Kate go find it because I know it's around somewhere. It might even be hanging up downstairs. We had a Grecian key is the design cowl, over the shoulder cowl done out of this. It's done with, this is the main color, and then all the mini kits, all the little mini skeins as the contrast color in a Greek key design. You can get that pattern if you like it, but when we pulled all of these mini little kits out, I was like, man, this would make a really great just basic striped shawl, of which there are thousands of patterns on Ravelry. So pick your favorite little stripe pattern and think about doing it up as a kit, or even giving the kit with the pattern as a kit, as a gift to a knitter that you know. This was $90, and we have now marked it down to, is that 67? $67 and change.
Yeah.
And we've got some great colors left. So we have the pink and the purple, the turquoise, and kind of whitish with the little splashes of turquoise in it. The really, I think I might need this one.
And there's a purple and another purple one.
There are two different versions of the purple. And look at that color. Oh boy. Yeah, so $67, and you get enough to make a decent size shawl. That cowl that came over the shoulders was good size. It probably came down to almost elbow length and covered all of this area, so you have plenty of yarn to do a really big shawl with that. So these are here until they're gone. Oh yeah, and then there's purple.
Yeah.
And I think one of those purples actually has a little sparkle in it as well. So those are some really great gift ideas, stuff that you can certainly knit in time for the holidays to give as gifts, and things that you should think about now, because once these things are gone, they are not going to be available again. So I did that already, yeah. Yeah, we got stuff all over the place. In the meantime, the orders are coming in, and not so much this week. We've gotten a couple in this week, but after this, in the second week of August, that's when the majority of orders will begin to come in. And one of the things that I know that is on its way is something that I started, and I want to show you. A lot of you go to Rhinebeck, and if you are a Rhinebeck devotee, you know that this is the time of year when the designers and yarn companies come out with what they call their Rhinebeck sweater. And the whole premise is that people will knit the design and wear it to Rhinebeck, and then hopefully gather a bunch of the sweaters together and take a group photo. And more companies are jumping on that bandwagon. One of them is Madelinetosh, and they have come out with their Rhinebeck sweater pattern called Caledon. And this is by Tammy Gore, and it is available for purchase now on Ravelry. It is a DK weight. We had some of the DK weight from Madelinetosh in stock, and so I decided that this year we would do the Rhinebeck sweater as well. So I looked through our inventory, found two colors that I liked, and I started to knit it. And in the course of the week, I got quite a bit done. So I'm nearly finished with the body. I think I have just another couple rounds before I start the ribbing on the body, and then I'll be ready to do the sleeves. The sleeves are just plain with a little bit of twisted rib in this color at the end. So we're gonna have this in the shop, and I went back to Madeline Tosh and I ordered a bunch of DK weight that they had in inventory, and it has already shipped. So we will have lots of colors to choose from, including the color that they used for the contrast. That I'm calling it black. It's actually called stone. We've got a lot of that, so you can use that black with any of the other colors that I ordered, or you can put together your own combination. So that will probably be here, if not by the end of this week, into next week, and we'll have that out on display for you. So if you are at all interested in doing the Madeline Tosh Rhinebeck sweater, look at Ravelry for it. It's a fairly simple top-down sweater, just a couple of short rows up at the top that you can see right here. See how the red is a little bit thicker, wider on that side than it is on that side. So that means that it hangs, gives you a front neck that hangs down a little. And then the other thing, I just realized this last night when I was reading the pattern, is when I do the ribbing, it splits so that the front ribbing is only 1.5 inches long and the back ribbing is 2.5 inches long. So you have that little apron kind of look to it, which you can do or not. You can continue right in the round. It's just a little design feature. So that's the first of the Rhinebeck sweaters. I know Andrea Mowry's has come out and a couple of others, but this is the one that we're going to be doing for Rhinebeck this year. The other thing that I started was a shawl that I have been watching for a while, and finally I said I have to do this. I'm going to offer this one as a class next month because I just love this design. And if you have been looking at the butterfly shawl from Earth Yarns and feeling intimidated by it, I don't want you to feel intimidated anymore. You can take this class and learn what all the short row fuss is about, and then if you are so inclined, move on to the butterfly shawl with this skill very, very well ingrained. So this is by Linnea Olmstein, and I think it says Burkett, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Is that the name of it?
Bucket or Burkett?
Bucket or something. So she has a number of designs that have this leaf feature in it. It's so much fun, people. It is so much fun to do, and takes a very small amount of yarn to do each one of these leaves. I'm using, again, the Earth Yarn DK, and this, the black, is their Harvest DK, and then the multicolor is the Unique DK. I'm going to put together kits for this for the class because if I just knit off the skein of Unique, all of my leaves would end up the same color. It uses that little amount of yarn, so I would never get through the next color. So I'm winding off. I did the first leaf right here, and then the second leaf way over here, and see how there's a lot of turquoise and orange. And when I got to the third leaf, it was going to end up being turquoise and orange again, so I wound it off. So I'm going to use those extras to put together kits. You can do this on a white background, you can do it on any color, but we chose the black background because I thought it was stunning. Are you guys liking it? Are they liking it, Kate?
I'm trying to get the link up.
Oh. Yes, you can look at the pattern, but let me know if you like that and would be interested in it. These leaves are definitely short rows, but then there's also a bunch of short rows in the main body to give the shawl some shape and some kind of shape between the leaves as well. There's a total of 14 leaves, and I am just about to do the black part after leaf number 4. So they're all different lengths. I just love this. So watch your emails, or I will have a notice up in the store about when I schedule this workshop. It will be a 2-session, maybe 3, but 2 or 3 sessions. The first session will get you going on the point of the shawl, because it does start down here all in the black or in the base color, and how to do the increases and some of the short rows. And then the next time we meet, we'll be talking about how to do the short row color work in there as well. It'll be a fun class. So I've been knitting like mad. So sidewalk sales. Sidewalk sales start Thursday. We will be open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Normally sidewalk sales go on Sunday, but we will not be open on Sunday. So our sidewalk sales will just be Thursday through Saturday. Wednesday, I am already busy putting the stuff together for sidewalk sales. So if you wanted to come in on Wednesday, you'll probably get a sneak peek and a really early look. Normally, what I've done in the past, and we have always participated in sidewalk sales, is put the sale baskets of yarn out on the tables. This year, we're going to do something completely different. We are going to have a $1, $5, $10, $15, and $20 table. And I'll tell you right now, all of the cowls that we've had hanging in the window that we have marked down are what's going to be on the $20 table. So again, if you're looking for an already knit item that you want to give as a gift, we're going to have a bunch of stuff on the $20 table. $1 table, I wanted to show you, is going to be things like this. We have all of these labels. A lot of them are for baby items, but made with love by mommy. All of those are going to be on the $1 table. They're normally $4. Then we have a ton of these, I shouldn't say ton of, right? We have a whole lot of the Sassy Skein patterns. These were all $7.95. These are going to be $1. A lot of them have buttons in it, and the buttons alone are worth $1. So there's patterns for a little dress with ribbon. And the patterns are cute little booklets. We have that multicolored with those buttons, hat pattern. So all of these you get to plow through are going to be on the $1 table. This sweater has a zipper in it, comes with a zipper. So that's what we're talking about on a $1 table. We are also going to have on the $5 table, we've got a bunch of things like the slippers. These were $14. Yep, these were $14.99. They're going to be out there on the $5 table. And these little travel slippers are perfect for wearing on the plane or in the hotel, just to going down to the pool when you don't want to have to worry about shoes or flip-flops or anything. So that's just to give you a little bit of an idea of what we're going to have on sale and on these different tables. I've got 3 big boxes downstairs filled with things that I've just been pulling off the shelves, saying it's time to make room for new stuff, because we're getting new stuff all the time, and we want to be able to offer it to you guys at a really great price that you don't see all the time. So we're really happy to be able to have this perfect last week of July that combines both sidewalk sales and the 3rd week of our clearance sale. I think that was all of that stuff. So one other important thing that I want to tell you, and it's good. It's not, I make it sound like it's oh so serious. It's not. So we're going to be closed on Sunday of sidewalk sales, and the reason for that is I am taking a little bit of a break, a getaway. So the Big D and I are leaving on Sunday, driving down to Atlantic City, and we're going to be spending 3 days down there. So I will not have a lunch with Linda on next Monday. I thought about doing it from Atlantic City, but the timing just isn't right. We'll probably be on the beach soaking up sun or walking the boardwalk or gambling. And I promise not to gamble in the store. Although I did tell Russ yesterday that I was going to wear my earrings in case we needed to hawk them. We're not big casino people, but when we do go every once in a while, it is a lot of fun. So this is the last break for me before the craziness of getting ready for fall begins. And we are celebrating our 49th wedding anniversary and my 70th birthday. So it's our last chance to really make it a getaway without having to fly anywhere. We can drive down, and we're staying in a resort, so I think we'll take some time to do a little bit of pampering as well. So no lunch with Linda. The shop will be open. I think it's August 4th. Is that Wednesday?
3rd.
The 3rd. So we'll be open the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, our regular hours. But I will be gone that first part of the week. And I'll let you know what our luck was like and how much fun we had. We've never been to Atlantic City before, and it seems to combine some of the things that we really like the beach, like the boardwalk, some shows, and some gambling. So that's what's happening, people, this week. I hope I see you on Wednesday, and if not Wednesday, sometime during the weekend for the sidewalk sales. Don't forget, we still have bags left for the Shop Hop, which begins on August 8th. And hopefully a lot of you are going to take part in that. And in the meantime, I hope you all have a chance to go knit something. Bye, everybody. I can't reach it.